Once upon a time in a small town called Ulm in Germany, a baby was born on March 14th, 1879, and he was named Albert Einstein. Einstein wasn't an ordinary child. He began to show signs of curiosity at a very young age. He didn't speak until he was 3 and was considered a very quiet child. But his mind was working in extraordinary ways. Even as a child, he asked simple yet profound questions about the universe. When Einstein was 5 years old, his father gave him a small compass, and that moment changed his life. Einstein began to wonder how the compass needle always pointed north, as if it were under the influence of an invisible force. This mysterious force ignited his lifelong passion for physics and nature. As a teenager, Einstein struggled in school. He disliked the rigid and strict education system in Germany, believing that it stifled creativity. Despite this, he was deeply passionate about science and mathematics, spending hours reading and exploring scientific ideas beyond what he was taught in school. In 1896, Einstein enrolled at the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology in Zurich. There, his love for theoretical physics blossomed, and he began to develop his own ideas about light and energy. After graduating, Einstein couldn't find an academic position as he had hoped, so he worked as a simple clerk at the patent office in Bern. This job gave him plenty of time to think and reflect, allowing him to develop his groundbreaking theories. In 1905, which became known as Einstein's miracle year, he published several scientific papers that revolutionized physics. One of these papers introduced his famous theory of special relativity, where he announced that time and space are not absolute, as Newton believed, but can change depending on the speed of the object. His famous equation E equals mc squared, which linked energy and mass, was part of this theory. Then in 1915, Einstein published his theory of general relativity, which offered a new explanation for gravity. Instead of seeing gravity as a force, as Newton did, Einstein described it as the bending of space and time. This discovery solidified his genius and proved to the world that Einstein was one of the greatest scientists in history. Alongside his scientific achievements, Einstein was also an advocate for peace and human rights. He opposed World War I, and in his later years, he became a global symbol of rationality and humanity. Albert Einstein passed away on April 18, 1955, leaving behind an immense scientific legacy. His story is not just the tale of a scientist, but of a man who never stopped questioning and thinking outside the box.